What's up YouTube? This is The Way Out Gaming. In this video I'm going to be talking about the PlayStation VR, as you can see it back there. I got it, I played it for a while. My nephews played it, as you might have seen the video if you've been on my channel. Recently my other nephew has just tried it, played it, and loved it and everything else like that. Now I've been seeing some reviews on here, and people that basically didn't really want the virtual reality whole thing to work out anyway, and now that they see that the PlayStation VR is basically selling out, and they've sold a lot. I don't know if they sold more than the Oculus Rift and the Vive coming out the gate. I believe they did though, but now that they see that, they're still trying to hate. Oh, is it just a fad? Will it last and stuff like that? I don't know. Nobody knows if it's just a fad or if it'll last or something like that. I know as far as the technology, it's not a fad. It's something that I believe that they should support, like full on. Like, cause when I first played, when I first played the London Heist, I'll say all games, all first person games, I'm gonna need to play it like this, cause it's just so immersive, and you actually in the game and you doing all this stuff yourself. It's like you was actually in the game. It's not like you had like a headset on and you weren't doing all of this stuff like that. It's like, it feels like you were, and like when they start fighting in front of you, it feels like you actually in front of a fight. And I've been in front of a few fights, so I know how it feels. So that's how great the VR experience is. And then one person on the review I just watched, I watched some of his reviews. I feel like some of the stuff that he is biased against or whatever. If he don't like it, he just don't like it, and he try to act like it's non-biased, but it's really biased. But he said he got sick he got sick playing the London Heist. It's a very slow paced game, besides the part that you're on the road shooting at the motorcycles and the cars, and even then it still feels like you're actually in a car. You're slow paced. So you telling me that you can't drive a vehicle without getting sick? Because it feels exactly like that. You're actually in a car. That's how it feels. So I don't understand that. It was no frame rate drops or anything like that in the game. So I don't understand that really. But like I said, people's gonna be biased against the technology because they just don't want it, and they don't see how people can want something like that. That's how they're gonna do. Me personally, I think Sony should make more AAA first person shooter type games in VR. I think it's a smash hit to me. I think it's something that after a while people was like, okay, I don't have to buy, what I'm saying, unless I really want to. I don't have to buy a 4K TV. I can just put on a headset that might, because already know Sony can do it. They did it on a cell phone. All I have to do is buy this headset. It has a 4K screen on the inside of it, and play me a game, and it doesn't cost as much as my as a 4K TV with HDR and everything in it. Even though I might get one also just to play games when I'm not in VR. But like I said, that's the type of stuff that can be done in VR. You have everything in one, so every game when it comes out is going to be good for your VR headset. But like certain people don't see it that way. They see it like, well, saying people don't want stuff on their head. Me personally, I don't care. I like immersion. I don't like people walking in front of my TV screen. I don't like people trying to talk to me when I'm playing video games or none of that stuff like that. When I'm trying to relax and take my mind off and everything and play my video game, I don't want to hear in anybody's mouth asking me to do things or something like that. But certain people, they just like, well, I just want. I understand if you have like PTSD or something like that, and you can't be in like certain games like that, and and the flashing lights, or I mean, if like a first-person shooter game gets to you or something like that. Because I know a lot of people that first-person shooter games on TV get to them like that because they have PTSD or something like that. So I understand those people, but if you're not, and you just don't like the technology, the software, or something like that, and you to be like, well, it's a fad. I think after a year or whatever, then people are going to basically put it on their shelves or whatever. Sony is basically going to stop supporting it because what I'm saying, I don't feel, me personally, I don't feel that that it's that big of an impact on the industry or something like that. I mean, it's kind of crazy to me. I talk like this because I feel it is a big impact on the industry, especially after using it. I feel so it's a huge impact on the industry. It's something that I've been waiting for since I was young, and I heard about the Virtual Boy. Actually, I never got to try the Virtual Boy, but actually since I seen it in some reviews and everything, and people were talking about it, and I see how red it was. My come to find out, my cousin owned one, and I never knew it, but I never got to use it. I always wanted to have a virtual reality, headset somewhere where I can just be immersed in the game, be in the game. If I'm playing the game, and feel like I'm there. You know what I'm saying? Just like any kid wants, if they playing a game, they want to be in that game. They don't want to they feel like watching it on TV as they playing it is the best they can get. But if they have a VR headset, then it's even better. You're in that game. You're going somewhere else doing something else. But I don't know. Um, like I said to Sony, if they even watch this video, I know they pretty much didn't like watch the last video because that was like 17 minutes, 18 minutes long or something like that. If they watch this video, like I said, just keep on making first person shooter type games. It seems like um, I know that studio that you had make London Heights, they excel in that game because that game was perfect. I mean, picture perfect. So I feel that they should just keep on making like those type of games and any other games that they feel like basically making for the VR just longer, so people can be more immersed for longer. And say even if they have to take off the headset for a while or whatever, and then come back to it at a later date, just like regular video games. I mean, they can be more immersed into the game. Because me, London Heights was way too short for me. I'm waiting for another scene on on that game. I was waiting for another scene so I can play it, and I wouldn't have to what I'm saying, basically take off the headset or try to switch to a different type of game or something like that. But this has been your boy King Dig. This is The Way Out Gaming. Please like, comment, subscribe. Don't try to put down technology that you yourself don't like. Just don't try to call it a fad because you don't like it or you feel like it shouldn't share the space with what you believe video gaming or certain other technologies should be or stay. Just learn to live with it. I'm out.